Good day, everyone. I'm Siana Gonzalez, the Junior High School Vice President of the Student Council, and welcome to our Parent Information Session. We're truly grateful to have you all with us this morning. Joining us here on Zoom are our respected school leaders, our dear principal, Dr. Romel Pelayo, the members of the senior leadership team, Dr. Alan Carriaga, Ms. Maritas Rodriguez, Ms. Juliet, Sir Carlo Fermin, Sir Ren Hope Santillan, and Ms. Carol Kureg, and members, students, former students, Supreme Student Government. We would also like to extend a warm greeting to all our viewers, the parents watching the live on YouTube. Thank you for being part of this important event. Throughout today's session, we'll be hearing meaningful messages and discussions from our principal, SLT, and SSG, as we work together to strengthen the partnership between the school, parents, and students. Once again, welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us for this parent information session.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, dear parents, especially our dear parents and staff who are joining us in live YouTube stream. Welcome to our parents information session. We call it as information session because we would like to make use of this platform, this opportunity to showcase what are some of those successes, celebrations that we had in quarter 1, and what are the things that we will have to look forward to coming quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4 of this academic year 2025-2026. Let me begin with a simple quote that says, "When school and family unite with one purpose, every child grows with confidence and joy." The purpose of this parent information session includes the following. We would like to share with you the successes and achievements of the school. We also would like to tell you and share with you the school excellence plan in a very brief manner so that everyone, every parent, every staff are properly or sufficiently informed about our excellence plan or the improvement plan of the school. And most importantly, what are those key initiatives and priority that we would like to implement this academic year? It is also good to start off to always continue with our promise statements. These promise statements are not new to many of our students, to our staff, and to our dear parents, because we wanted to make sure that we are always upholding the value of these statements. We would like to inspire generations of learners this academic year and moving forward. And we can only do that by empowering our learners to always think innovatively, live with strong values, and strive for excellence, which eventually prepare them to lead meaningful change in the communities and beyond. Of course, you will never forget our Tipician characteristics, which is adapted from the Bora Ayers high performance learning. This includes meta thinking, linking, analyzing, creating, realizing. These are what we call advanced cognitive characteristics that are essential to become high performing learners. We also back it up with values, attributes, such as empathetic, agile, and hardworking. These are the characteristics that we will commit ourselves to developing among our students, making them equipped and become high-performing learners eventually at the end of their experience at the TPS Dubai. Of course, you will never forget our GLOW framework, which includes the Power Minds, Tech Explorers, Hearts in Harmony, Energy Champions, Creative Spark, and of course, our Community Shapers. At this juncture, I would like to present to you what are the expectations for parents to make sure that our engagement would be successful throughout this academic year as well as moving forward, which are all anchored on UAE inspection framework for schools. The standard is called as the partnership with parents and the community. And with this standard, there are so many elements that we have to look into when it comes to ensuring that we are aligned in that purpose. Parental involvement is one. And one of the aspects for parental involvement includes that the school is highly successful in engaging parents as partners in children's learning and in school life. Our version of our story is this. We wanted to make sure that you are involved in all of those initiatives that we informed you in terms of the actions and what is basically happening in the school so that eventually we could solicit some participations among parents in those initiatives. Second part is that the view of parents are frequently sought and fully considered when shaping our school improvement priorities. We will definitely launch our stakeholder satisfaction survey, which hopefully will happen very, very soon, so that we're able to view your perceptions about the school and we can take it and move forward with that. Parental involvement makes a highly positive and effective contribution to raising standards. And again, such session like this allows all the parents to get informed properly and sufficiently about the school undertaking so that you can be involved in the school processes. Communication. In terms of communication, as a result of highly effective communication, parents are consistently well informed about their children's learning and development. This is one of the expectations of UAE inspection framework when it comes to parents' partnership with the school. And we will be sharing to you our initiatives this academic year to make sure that such kind of communication is highly effective. However, at the beginning of this academic year, we started communicating with you via an email from the school's official email, and I hope that you're receiving them. If you haven't been routed with all of this information, please feel free to check your email and see all those communications of the school with the parents. If I'm not mistaken, there are more than 30 to 35 numbers of parents' email that have been sent only for quarter one alone. Likewise, we also wanted to make sure that you are all empowered as partners, particularly when their children have special education needs. And this is something that we are reinforcing in TPS Dubai. In terms of reporting, we also wanted to make sure that the students' reporting of academic progress, personal and social development will be ongoing, comprehensive, and detailed. We will be explaining to you initiatives on that aspects as well. Likewise, reporting strategy accurately, clearly convey all aspects of student achievements for areas for improvement and the next steps in their learning. So this is something that we are working on very, very well with the SLT team, with the teachers, and with the academic community to make sure that we're able to meet these expectations from the UAE inspection. 6.3.4, which is all about community, national, and relevant international partnership, involves the following criteria. This includes the school makes significant and sustained social contributions to local, national, and international communities. In fact, we are rolling out a lot of engagement of our students in certain competitions, as well as some community projects, so much so that the school, TPS Dubai, will be functionally significant within the national and, of course, if it is possible, in an international community. Extensive and effective local, national, and international partnership are also being built. In fact, in a short while, we'll be sharing with you one of the partnership that we did with a Kudurat company in order to help and strengthen our work immersion program of the school. What is it all about? It will be explained very, very briefly in this information session. So please stay back, relax, and tune in to this information session until the end. We'll keep you all at 11:30, and I hope you listen attentively. This will also be recorded so that to those parents who might not be able to join us in our session today will have a copy of the recording for future use. So our agenda for today would include, number one, we'll be talking about very, very happily and very, very proudly of our Q1 achievements. We will also be sharing with you our TPS instructional model. And when we talk about instructional model, we're talking about teaching and learning activities which is happening inside the classroom. Probably you have heard so much things about this, particularly the spark, the shine, the glow, and the radiate. So allow us to present this to you. And of course, once we're presenting this to you, feedback will happen very, very soon, and we will definitely be collecting your feedback so we can improve this further. However, we will be presenting this session, the instructional model to you today. We will also be telling with you or sharing with you our TPS excellence plan on how we can promote excellence at TPS, particularly this academic year, and most importantly, other TPS initiatives. With that, allow me to share this agenda with my team to be headed by SSG officers for this academic year.
Good morning, everyone. I am Nayara Gonzalez, the SSG President, and we will now be discussing our Q1 achievements. Here are the student ratings, which show that our target attendance for Q1 was 96%, where phases 2, 3, and 4 have all met and even exceeded this goal, while phase 1 continues to show steady improvement. For the second quarter, our target is raised to 97%. And at this point, I'd like to turn the floor over to Dr. Allen, our Vice Principal, who will share with us how we plan to achieve this.
Good morning and happy Sunday, dear parents. I'm Dr. Alan Carriaga, the Vice Principal and at the same time, the designated safeguarding leader. Thank you so much, Nayara, for that comprehensive and very transparent presentation on our students' attendance status for the first quarter. So you have seen from the data presented, you can see how meticulous and consistent the Philippine school is in monitoring students' attendance. So with that, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations, of course, to our class advisors for their diligence and commitment in checking students' attendance accurately. So dear parents, in order for us to hit our target for the next quarter. And mind you, based on our records, that most reason of students' absences during the first quarter were due to illnesses or family holidays. So therefore, dear parents, in order for us to help us reach our next goal, may I kindly remind everyone to consider the following action. The first one is to help us promote health and safety practices at all times. So encourage healthy habits at home to help your child stay well and avoid preventable illnesses. To second, to plan carefully your vacations. So you have to schedule family trips during school holidays, and you are guided with the school calendar that we've issued as your guide. And third action, to ensure punctuality at all times. So meaning you have to help manage your child's daily routine to ensure they come to school on time. So with this, let's guide our children in building this essential life habit. So their parents, always remember, daily attendance truly matters. Every school day is a building block in your child's learning journey. So together, let's make the sure they don't miss anything. So thank you, and back to you, Nayara.
Thank you, Dr. Alan, for that meaningful reminder for our parents. And now moving on to the CPD lead, summary of trainings. Our target training hours for this year will be 200 hours. And as seen in the chart, we've completed 42% in school and 58% from online training sessions. This shows that our teachers continue to take every opportunity, both in and beyond the classroom, to grow professionally and ensure that the learning experience for our students is meaningful and flexible. And with that, I will now give the floor to Ms. Tess, the head of Cycles 3 and 4, to discuss further.
Good morning, everyone. I am Ms. Marites P. Rodriguez, head of Cycle 3 and 4, and at the same time, the designated CPD lead. So as for our next step, since our annual goal is to have 200 hours for professional development trainings, the CPD team will target completing 100 hours of training by the end of the quarter 2, with the goal of strengthening CPD impact on student learning outcomes by aligning professional development with instructional quality, learners' engagement, benchmarking best practices, and data-driven improvement. Now, the focus of our incoming CPDs will be first, alignment of the CPD to students' achievement goals. So CPD teams that target literacy, numeracy, differentiation, and assessment for learning. Second is to increase the percentage of our in-school CPD that promote collaborative learning and immediate classroom application through strengthened learning walks, peer coaching, and micro-teaching sessions to share best practices from the CPD. Third, we will be benchmarking with other schools through school visits to expose our leaders and teachers to high-performing schools and best practices to inspire innovation and improvement. In connection to this, the first group will have their school visit this Thursday at Al-Ansar International School. So the fourth focus is to have a personalized and differentiated CPD pathways to cater the different teachers' needs to enhance relevance and impact on classroom practice. Fifth focus is to strengthen homeschool connection through CPD, to engage parents in supporting students' learning through teacher-led initiative. Here in TPS, we value our partnership with you, our dear parents, and the wider community in supporting our teachers' continuous professional growth. So dear parents, if you know any professionals who may have interest in volunteering as speakers or facilitators to our PT programs, we would greatly appreciate your referrals. Please feel free to email the principal with their contact details and suggestions. Back to you, Nayara.
Thank you very much, Ms. Tess. And now moving on to the students' achievements. First, we have Amaya Patricia Fronda from grade 12 who made us very proud by being the grand winner in the Sketch Battle of Dubai Self-Driving Congress. Next, we have our young artists from grades 5 and 6 who shone at the Borjuman Rising Star competition, bringing home both first runner-up and second runner-up awards. Now moving on. During the Dubai Model United Nations, our students showcased not only intelligence, but diplomacy, earning multiple awards for Best Writer, Best Speaker, and Best Diplomat across various committees. And lastly, the Business Cup Challenge, where our grade 11 team, Team Sun, ranked among the top 10 out of 250 teams and earned the Peers' Choice Award, which highlights the entrepreneurial spirit and teamwork nurtured within TPS. Moving on to the next slide. On to the next slide again. Here we have the major officers of the Supreme Student Government, together with our SSG advisor, Sir Renho. Whereas Project Liwanag, onto the next slide, started from the student leadership training led by the SSG, which proves that these different kinds of achievements from the students represent not just victories, but the values and hard work behind every milestone, showing that TPS students are learners who lead to inspire and empower. Now moving on to the next slide, I will now be passing it over to Jed.
A blessed morning to everyone in this virtual parent meeting. My name is Lawrence Jed Genova, the Senior Vice President of the Student Council, and it is my honor as we look back at the highlights from our recent activities. We begin from September 28th, where we held our parent-teacher meeting, where we had meaningful conversations between our teachers and parents. Moving on to the next slide. As you can see in the pictures, there were truly meaningful exchanges between our teachers and parents, moments filled with collaboration, encouragement, and shared goals for our learners' success. Moving on to the next slide. Following the meeting, we conducted our parent satisfaction survey, and we are glad to share that 92% of respondents expressed that they were very satisfied with the meeting's outcome. Moving on to the next slide, please. On the screen, you will see word cloud generated from parent comments. The larger the word that you see, the more frequently it appeared in the meeting. Now, notice the most prominent ones. We have thanks, appreciate, good, and meeting. So these simple yet powerful words capture the heart of your feedback. Gratitude, appreciation, and also a sense of meaningful connection. So thank you, dear parents, for your kind words and continuous support. On to the next slide, please. Now, once again, we would like to extend our warmest congratulations to our newly inducted Parent Council. Your role is vital in ensuring that the parent voice remains an important part of our school improvement initiatives. And so, it is my honor to proudly present once again our PTC officers for school years 2025 to 2028. On to the next slide, starting with our President, Mrs. Jen Esmalia, our Vice President, Mr. Rodrigo de Jesus, our Secretary, Mrs. Maha Montemayor, our Treasurer, Mrs. Catherine Gonzalez, the Auditor, Mrs. Ivy Castillo, and our Communications Officer, Mrs. Mary Abigail Tequili. Moving on to the next slide, TPS continues to provide our students with opportunities to demonstrate their learning through external assessments. Among those concluded this quarter were the performance assessment of standards and skills. We also have the readiness assessment for senior high. We have the benchmark tests for Arabic, Islamic, and social studies. And finally, we have the new group reading test, which we will be further explaining. On to the next slide, please. Now, the new group reading test, or the NGRT, is a digitally adaptive assessment designed to measure students' reading comprehension and also their vocabulary skills. This provides reliable insights into both group and individual reading progress, which allows teachers to plan interventions and also monitor the students' growth in an effective way. On to the next slide. Based on the results, we can see that approximately 75 to 90% of learners are performing at average and above average levels. Now, the most encouraging takeaway that we can see is that our learners are showing positive reading habits and also they are also improving their comprehension skills as they advance through the grade levels.
Here are the different points about RASH. The RASH assessment is used to measure how well our grade 10 students are performing based on consistent and accurate data. It helps us see their progress in different learning areas and identify which part needs more focus. Next, we have our essential keywords. First, achievement potential, which measures what students can achieve in the future, their capacity to learn, grow, and develop new skills. Meanwhile, the ability test measures what they can do right now, the knowledge and skills they've already learned or mastered. The results here will be based on these, which identify not only what students have already mastered, but also their capacity to grow and succeed in new areas. And now we have our RASH reports and the Achievement Potential Test performance. So here we warmly congratulate our grade 10 students for meeting criteria in English, research and daily life, empowerment technologies, and entrepreneurship. However, improvement is needed in Filipino sa Piling Larangan. And at this point, I'll pass the floor to Ms. Juliet to discuss further the corresponding actions for parents.
Thank you, Nayara. The achievement potential results in RASH provides valuable insights that supports teachers, guidance counselors, parents, and students in planning for future career path before they enter grades 11 and 12. While students showed strong preparedness in most areas, one skill needs improvement is pagsula sa Filipino sa Piling Larangan, where many students are currently at the approaching level. To address this, our Filipino department is implementing targeted initiatives. But we also believe that your support at home plays a vital role. As our partners in learning, here are some simple yet practical tips that can help strengthen your child's writing skills in Filipino. First, encourage daily writing in Filipino, such as short reflections, diary, or letters. Talk about real life topics in Filipino to build vocabulary and confidence, and discuss every topics in Filipino at home. Let them read Filipino articles, then discuss or summarize what they have read. Support their creative writings through poems, opinions, or short stories. And we kindly encourage our students, our children, to read Filipino materials alongside with English articles. Lastly, let them watch Filipino films or use Filipino subtitles when they watch English movies. Let us all be committed in helping our children become thoughtful, expressive, and confident writers in Filipino, especially for grade 10 students. Back to you, Nayara.
Thank you, Ms. Juliet. Next, similarly, this report in the ability test performance shows strong performance in clerical, verbal, numerical, nonverbal, scientific, and entrepreneurial. And the competencies for growth are in nonverbal and mechanical. And once again, I'll turn over to Ms. Juliet to share the plans and parent action points for these reports.
Thank you. So this component of RUSH highlights our students' current readiness in choosing their senior high school tracks. The data shows strong performance in several key areas as mentioned by Nayara. However, one area for development is artistic competency, which scored below average. To address this gap, we have school initiatives such as the implementation of electives, which focus more on the basic graphic design, digital marketing, photojournalism, and visual media, and also integration in class discussion activities that promote divergent and creative thinking. Aside from this, we also ask for your active participation in order for us to support enhance this skill for our grade 10 students. At this juncture, let me share with you a simple yet practical ways that you can help support the initiative of the school. Number one, collaborate with teachers. Share observations about your child's artistic interests or challenges. Secondly, encourage participation and exploration. You can motivate your child to join competitions such as poster making, talent shows, creative writing, not for the win, but for the experience. Third, create a supportive environment. You keep basic art supplies at home, such as paper, crayons, paint, and the like. Set up small art corner or display area to showcase your work and boost confidence. Number four, expose them to the arts. You can do this during weekend to visit museums, attend performances, or explore online galleries together to inspire creativity. And lastly, support self-expression by encouraging them creative activities like drawing, crafting, or digital art. Let them express themselves through posters, journals, storytelling. So, my dear parents, I hope from here we will be active partners in nurturing their artistic potential and open more pathways for their future. Back to you, Nayara.
Thank you, Miss Juliet. To share one of our latest accomplishments, TPS is actually the school with the highest achievement in ABT, one of the top schools in the benchmark test, and a recipient of the Category 2 award for showing the greatest progress in ABT, which shows a clear reflection of our shared dedication to excellence. And now I will give the floor to Kurt, where they will discuss Agenda 2.
A pleasant morning to every attendee in this virtual meeting. I am Kurt Johannes P. Manalili, the grade 12 representative of the Supreme Student Government. May we move on to the next slide, please? We've implemented the gradual release model. This systematically transfers learning responsibility from the teachers to the students in 4 stages: the I do it, we do it, you do it, and the you do it alone. For the I do it, the teacher simply discusses the lesson. For the we do it, the teachers work collaboratively with the students. For the you do it, the students are placed in either pairs or groups so that they can work with their peers. And for the you do it alone, students are meant to reflect independently on what they've learned in the lesson. And to further guide them in reflecting, may we move on to the next slide, please? We've implemented the GLOW pathways. The GLOW pathways has 4 distinct levels, all with their own difficulties, from spark to shine to glow to radiate. And we've even implemented an extension part for students who want to further challenge themselves. To further delve into the inner workings and the importance of these GLOW pathways, let us watch a video curated by our grade 11 senior high school students. Thank you.
Okay, real talk. When I first saw the GLOW Pathways chart in class, I thought, great, another thing to fill out. But then I actually tried it, and wow! It's a learning adventure, and it helps us and our teachers see exactly how we're growing. GLOW Pathways is a 4-tier living framework. There's spark, shine, glow, and radiate. Each tier shows how deeply we're engaging with the lesson, whether we're working at the curriculum level or going beyond it. Here's the cool part. Spark and shine are activities that match with the curriculum standard. They help us explore and practice the core skills we're expected to learn. But glow and radiate, those are set above the standards. That's where we create, lead, and reflect. It's where we stretch our thinking and show that we can think further. And the moment you finish a task, you can already see where you're on. It's clear, honest, and encouraging. GLOW Pathways makes learning meaningful. Instead of just finishing activities, we understand our progress, our strengths, and our next steps. It works in every subject: English, math, science, Arabic, even PE. It helps teachers guide us, and it helps us take ownership of our learning because we are given a choice. And it's not about rushing, it's about growing. Glow teaches us to think deeply, express creatively, and reflect honestly. Glow Pathways gauges more than just correct answers. It shows us how we think, how we create, and how we reflect. It's about effort, growth, and voice. Teachers use it to see where we are, not just academically, but emotionally and creatively. It's a full picture of who we are as learners. Now, you might be thinking, do we have to finish all the 4 stages every time? No! The target is only 12. Based on our choice. It's not about the quantity. It's about the experience and how deep we go. We're encouraged to complete 2 pathways. That could be Spark and Shine or Glow and Radiate. It depends on the lesson and the readiness. And if we're ready for more, we can go further. Glow! If at any point Glow feels overwhelming, please remember that you are never alone. You can always reach out to your teachers, advisors, guidance counselor, or grade level coordinators. They are here to guide and support you. At TPS, we value your well-being because your health matters. Our teachers are committed to providing a learning environment where you can aim high, grow confidently, and continue to shine as a efficient learner. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. And every step we take is celebrated. Glow Pathways helps us become more than just students. We become meta-thinkers, linkers, analysts, creators, and realizers. And more so, we become empathetic, agile, and hardworking. The deficient characteristics. We learn to express ourselves, reflect on our growth, and support each other. It's not just about grades, it's about mastery, understanding, and becoming our best selves. And yes, it's fun. We get to explore, design, perform, and even lead. Learning feels like a mission, and we're the heroes. Glow Pathways is more than just a strategy. It's a mindset. It helps us discover our strengths, challenge our limits, and celebrate our growth. It's something we should all embrace. It's because it doesn't just prepare us for school, it prepares us for life. Glow Pathways will land us exactly where we've been yearning to go, towards our dreams, our purpose, and our future. Glow Pathways, where we spark, shine, glow, and radiate every day in every way. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Katie M. Paris, your Elementary Vice President of the SSG. And to continue for our agenda number 3, the TPS Excellence Plan. Our first key recommendation is to promptly and urgently address any health and safety issues by providing thorough training to all school staff. There are 3 levels. Level 1, all staff. Mandatory induction covering emergency procedures, safeguarding, and reporting protocols. Level 2, role-specific. Specialized training for lab staff, bus drivers, canteen staff, etc. Our last but not the least level, Level 3, leadership. Crisis management, risk assessment, and compliance monitoring for SLT and Health Safety Council. Let us now move forward to our next slide. Our second key recommendation is to raise students' achievements in all subjects. Our key initiative is the implementation of the gradual release of the responsibility model. The key initiative as instructional approach across the lesson with multi-tiered activities embedded in lessons. As you can see, based on our video, we had 5 glow pathways, which are Spark, Shine, Glow, Radiate, and even Extension. These pathways help students to have an independent learning and even have a more understanding in their lessons. For our last key recommendation, is that school leaders and governors should immediately ensure that is that teaching is of a consistently high quality. B. All assessment data are accurate and used to plan learning activities that meet the needs of all students. C. Which also improves the capacity of all leaders to drive improvement in their areas of responsibility. And lastly, teachers' ongoing professional training is linked to their individual and school improvement needs. Our key initiative is to develop and implement the RISE supervision cycle, which is reflect, implement, study, and enhance, which is also aligned with the PDSA cycle, vis-a-vis with the CPD and performance appraisal. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kelly, for that very comprehensive and interesting topic presented. So at this juncture, good morning once again, dear parents. This is Dr. Alan speaking once again. So at this juncture, let's move on now to our fourth agenda about TPS initiative. And we are very happy and excited, dear parents, to share some wonderful news about TPS initiative. And first on the list, as a part of our ongoing efforts to strengthen our networks, partnership, and linkages, as mentioned earlier by Dr. Romel, that TPS will be collaborating with Kudarat for this academic year. And for the information of everyone, Kudarat is a dynamic youth platform in the UAE that offers meaningful real-world exposure through internships, mini gigs, industry programs, seminars, talks, and curated learning experiences. Next slide, please. So, dear parents, why this collaboration and partnership significant? This partnership is especially valuable for our senior high school program, while we already have companies, partners supporting our work immersion program. For this time, Kudarat will further expand these opportunities across a wider range of industries opportunities, tailored to match, of course, with our students' talents and potentials. And who knows, some of these projects and gigs may even benefit the students to be paid, giving students the chance to gain real professional experiences. And to highlight, as a part of our commitment with the Kudarat team, they will be providing also career counseling services. And the importance of this is to guide our students in their career path. And also, the Kudarat will be conducting trainings and orientations as a support to the one that we are doing it internally through the work immersion coordinator. This will surely prepare our students for the work immersion experience. And another one is the Kudarat will assist TPS with onboarding, particularly on permit management to ensure the full compliance of the UAE internship and labor regulations. This is a great news, right, dear parents? So who knows? Some of our students may even qualify to be provided with their labor card permits. This requirement will depend on the quality of the documents that our students be uploaded in their system. So for this, stay tuned for more updates. And I just want to inform everyone that our official contract signing will happen or took place on November 17 here in TPS. And this time I'm inviting the parent council and a representative from the GC to be with us during this significant contract signing. So just a quick reminder to our grade 12 parents, please check whether your child has already created their Kudarat account and started submitting the intention for the work immersion program, because they will be qualified based on the documents that they will be uploading in the system of Kudarat. So with this, we are truly thrilled about this partnership and the incredible opportunities it will unlock to our students, particularly for the senior high school. And now, to present our next exciting initiative, I will turn over the floor to our dear principal, Dr. Romel.
Thank you very much, Dr. Allen, for sharing the initiatives on Kudarat, which hopefully will add value not only in terms of the services offered by the Philippine School Dubai, but more so the benefit the students will get from such kind of work experience. And we pray that such kind of partnership with Kudarat will be a healthy and productive relationship so we can continue thriving and empowering and inspiring our students, which are part of our promise statements for this academic year and moving forward. Initiative number 2 is all about the Horizon platform. I think Horizon platform has been discussed previously in our session, particularly with the Parents Council, and we're very happy that the initial steps have been rolled out in the month of September and October, and we're now implementing Horizon platform with the parents. So each parent will be receiving your own username account. So once you receive the username account via email, the IT personnel of TPS will arrange it for you. You will have access to the web-based browser where you would see this screen where you input your username and password. Again, you will be receiving a more detailed access and procedures so that you'll be able to access the Horizon platform at the comfort of your home. Second, once you successfully encoded the username and password, you would be able to access this screen. The Horizon platform for parents will include varieties of features such as the academic features, the notice board where the school will provide some announcements, important announcements for you to remember and for you to be well aware of as far as any activities or event in the school. There is also a feature where you can communicate to the school. We will also be using the weekly plan feature of the Horizon platform. We will also be attaching some other digital resources that we are using in the school through the same platform. A while ago, I talked about the notifications, so all the notifications would also appear in this dashboard. Any concerns about fees will also appear in your own specific account. Remember, this account is only accessible by you, and you will be able to see only those that are applicable for you as a parent. We will also be using the calendar feature of the Horizon platform so you can stay updated with all the activities that are relevant to our school, relevant to the students, and relevant to you as parents. We'll take the implementation of Horizon platform gradually, one at a time. Although these are the features, the basic features of a parent portal, we wanted to make sure that such features will be successfully implemented in school. In fact, there are a few things that I would like you to remember when we talk about the Horizon platform. Horizon is a web-based platform designed to connect parents with their child's learning journey. Parents will be encouraged to check the platform regularly and make it part of your routine. So make sure that you're able to access it from time to time. It would be great if you'll be able to access it every day so that you would see some updates in the platform. The gradual implementation of this year would include report cards, communication updates, and weekly plans. For the month of November, we will be very happy to tell you that the initial implementation of the use of Horizon platform, the parent portal, will start through the report cards. You heard me right. This time, you will be receiving report cards via the Horizon platform. Don't worry, we will have a specific guidelines which we will send to you in the next few weeks. So you have a step-by-step procedure on how to access the report cards. I'm sure there will be some hiccups along the way, but don't worry, we will be assigning a person that you can contact to immediately to support you better if in case that you have problems accessing your Horizon platform. Again, report cards will be the first implementation of the Horizon for this academic year. After the report cards, we will also gradually implementing the communication updates through the parent portal as well as the weekly plans. I always believe that we have to take one step at a time, but what we are sure of is for the month of November, report cards will be released via the Horizon platform. Report cards will be accessible only through the Horizon as part of our sustainability initiative. With this, we will not be printing copies anymore, but rather you will be able to access the online copy through the Horizon platform, which if you want to have a printed version of that, you can actually print it from the platform.
Good morning once again. This is Ms. Marites. Now, I would like to share with you our third initiative, the Curriculum Audit and Enhance Project, conducted in partnership with Phoenix Kaagapay, with Dr. Mike Rapatan, the consultant of Phoenix Educational Foundation, Incorporated. Phoenix is one of the well-known publishing house that supplies quality textbooks across the Philippines. Now, why is curriculum audit important? Like other leading international schools, the Philippine school is committed to designing and delivering a curriculum that is not only meets DepEd standards, but also aligns with the Knowledge and Human Development Authority requirements here in the UAE. Our goal is to ensure that the TPS curriculum remains globally competitive and that our students become globally competent learners. Through this partnership, Phoenix Kaagapay help us review and refine our curriculum, harmonizing the DepEd framework with international benchmarks. The audit is a comprehensive process examining our curriculum content, teaching strategies, and learning outcomes to ensure every program meets the highest standards of quality and relevance. Phoenix Kaagapay provides experts' insights and evidence-based recommendations on how we can strengthen our curriculum design, enhance teaching practices, and optimize learning experiences. This process helps us identify areas for growth, innovate our approaches, and ensure that every student's learning journey is meaningful, future-ready, and effective. Importantly, this audit is not a one-time activity. It forms part of our continuous improvement strategy. It guides our decision-making, support our teachers in aligning instruction with best practices, and ensures sustained academic excellence across all levels. Dear parents, this initiative reflects what we stand for at TPS, a school that never stops growing, never stops learning, and always strives to provide education that prepares our students for the world beyond the classroom. At this point, Dr. Fermin will discuss with you our fourth initiative. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Marites. Good morning. I am Dr. Carlo Fermin, the head of inclusion. Today, I will be sharing the initiative number 3, which is continuous improvement cycle. To achieve this, and under the leadership of our dedicated principal, Dr. Romel E. Pelayo, we invited 6 distinguished leaders from schools in the UAE that have been rated as good and very good. These leaders are Mrs. Wala, Mrs. Marwa, and Mrs. Naila. They conducted thorough observations and inspections during classes, providing valuable comments and constructive suggestions aimed at enhancing our school's performance. Next slide, please. To continue, Mr. Karim and Mr. Khaled also visited, and these leaders participated in the CPT training sessions to further improve our teachers' skills and knowledge. Next slide, please. And also, one of the leaders from Star International School, Miss Wenchel Villondo, is one of the leaders that have visited our school. And we believe that these 6 leaders, that through their collaboration and effort and our effort on ongoing development, our school will continue to progress and ultimately achieve our goal of a very good rating. So these are the initiative number 4. Thank you so much, and I will give you now the floor to Mr. Renhope Santillan.
Good morning, everyone. I am Mr. Renhope Santillan from the Pastoral Care Department, as well as the Supreme Student Government Advisor. So for our key focus in quarter 2, as we continue to improve, to grow, and to glow, we are focused in number 1, the safety concerns. We know that you are aware every morning you probably are seeing something. I want to inform you as well that the Parent Council is acting upon it. The Parent Council is actively coordinating efforts to address concerns regarding laborers loitering around the school vicinity, ensuring a safe and secure environment for our students. Next key focus is our well-being. Well-being will always be one of our top priorities. And we in TPS, we provide a balance, educational opportunities. We review GLOW pathways to ensure that students are able to practically manage their time at school and at home while they complete the classwork. We also provide maximum opportunities to all for competitions. Third key focus is the framework in inspection. We continue to align actions, policies, and plans that match to the expectation of the UAE and KHDA within the framework of the UAE Inspection Framework and Education 33 of KHDA. We are actively planning and acting upon it as we strive to improve our ratings. We have our goals, and probably many are already noticing our improvements in our school. So fourth key focus is our council formation. There's engagement of different councils in the school improvement planning, which includes the parent council. There are also other councils such as the research, student leadership, the faculty. We also have lots of it, too many to mention. Last but not the least is our satisfaction survey. Your voice, your feedbacks, they matter. We develop a satisfaction survey for all stakeholders, including parents, to gather valuable feedback about the school. The tool will be aligned with the UAE School Inspection Framework to ensure consistency with UAE education quality standards. Thank you so much. That's all for our key focus in quarter 2.